Alright, so today we're going to talk about 5 things I hate about this Charger. I've seen a lot of people post this on YouTube, so I thought I would hop on this bandwagon. We're going to start off with number one. Number one, I hate the wheel and tire aspect of this car. I'm going to explain what I mean by that. I don't mind my wheels per se, I mind the size they come in. I think they're pretty damn small compared to how the car is. Maybe it's just the spacing between the car and the wheels itself, or maybe it's just all together. But I don't like the way the wheels look. You know, I'm not gonna be picky about them, I'm not gonna change them obviously, but I just wish they were a little bit bigger. And as for tires, same thing. This one comes on 245 all-season performance tires. Let me explain what that means to you. Basically, that if it rains where I am, even like a drop, my car's gonna go ice skating everywhere. I don't know about you, but I've never gone ice skating with a 4,300 pound car. So I don't intend on doing it. I don't intend on skidding all over, you know, the streets and having my tires spin everywhere. I feel like Dodge could have done something different. The same thing goes for the Scat Packs. I think the Scat Packs have 245s also, and I feel like they should have had much wider tires. But so that's my number one. The number two I hate about this car is actually kind of the quality itself in this car. What I mean by that is that for example, my door panels when I got this car and my pillars were all coming off. And some of them, even though I've gotten repaired multiple times, some of them are still doing that, and I don't very much appreciate it, because if I'm paying 40K plus for a car, I'd expect it to have, you know, a car that's not going to fall apart. But then again, most people's arguments are going to be like, that's Dodge for you, that's American cars. It's like, no, every car has this issue. Mine just happens to be pretty petty, but it's very annoying. Like I said, if I'm paying this amount for a car, I'd want the car to work properly. All right, so next one on my list is going to be the thing that probably bothers me the most. I don't know how the fuck to explain it better than my car rumbles whenever bass on my music is too loud. I'm trying to figure out a better way to explain. Basically, the buttons on like my door handles or my, I think even my steering wheel, the back panel above my trunk behind the passenger seats in the back of my car, all of these things are, yes, I guess you could say loose. Not like my door panel, but these ones are loose. So when the music is playing, you'll hear like rattling around my car. And I've done as much as I can to stop it, but no matter what I do, my car just wants to rumble, and I don't understand what the fuck is going on. I've gone to Dodge and they've like switched out the buttons themselves, but it happens. Like, it first started happening, I think it was a few months into having my car. I want to say somewhere between 4 to 6 months of having my car, and at first it wasn't so bad, but as time went on, everything just started making more and more noise, and it drove me crazy. So I think that's the number one. That's not my number one, but that is the thing on this list that bothers me the most. All right, so another thing I'm going to add to this list is something else I don't like. I don't like these daytime running headlights. I like the actual halo rings, I guess you want to call them, the LEDs on the outside, but I don't like the bulbs itself. I don't like this yellow color tint that it offers, especially at night. It looks like shit. I have 15% tints all around my car. I got 5% in the back, and I think 15% on my windshield and on my sides. And I just turn on my LEDs at night. I can see perfectly because I have the fog lights as well under my car, but I'd much rather have those than the actual bulbs themselves. I don't understand why there's like a little yellow tint to it. Not that to say they're bad, but I just don't personally prefer it, because I feel like if you can make the LEDs around the headlights nice, you could have made the headlights nice. But you know, again, this is just my own opinion. I've heard a lot of people say they love the headlights, they look very aggressive on the car, which is very true. I just personally don't like them because of the way they look. All right, and number 5, again, it's another interior thing. I love the way the exterior looks, but the interior is what pisses me off the most. I hate the way this rubber dashboard mesh material looks and feels. Looks in terms of, is just so massive and oversized for this car, and I don't understand why they're using such a big piece, and why it has to have such a big dashboard itself. And when I say, and like everything else, it's just, if the light hits it specifically, it kind of blinds you. If you just clean the car, which I used to do, but just the like, it looks so cheap. Like, I feel like they could have done like a suede or a leather interior with some nice stitching, which is what the newer models have. It's just this model in particular, I can't stand the way it looks. I don't mind the way it looks on the doors. Honestly, it goes well with it. But on the dashboard itself, it's such an insult to the way this car looks, in my opinion. Most people, when they get in the car, like, the first thing they mention, they notice is the dashboard, and then they fucking see this rubber, again, mesh material, and it just doesn't sit well with me. And I just don't personally like the way it looks.